as Tim Mathis joins us here in the press box at Noakes Lassiter Field. A homecoming victory for the Phoenix today over 23rd-ranked University of the Cumberlands Patriots. A final score of 21-17. And, Coach, it's just like an echo in the back of my head throughout the day of those keys to the game that you kind of talk about every week. And specifically this one, going into the matchup, you're 2-0 when you win the turnover battle, 0-2 when you do not. And from the get-go, you start ahead. The muff punt, you have 2 INTs today by a huge player in the backfield for you all in the defensive backfield, Derek Taylor. The turnovers seem to be a huge momentum shift for you guys today, and you didn't give it to him that many times.
No, we left no doubt who the better team was today, and we played lights out. Defense played. They played like Cumberland. They played like that every week, and when you play like that, excuse me, and we don't turn the ball over, we killed ourselves on a penalty. There in the third, maybe it might have been in the fourth, that stopped the drive. But if we do what we can do, we're pretty darn good running the football, and we did a pretty good job of throwing the football today at times too. But that, this isn't an upset. We were the better team today. Period.
I agree with you wholeheartedly about Holloway throwing it. The numbers really don't show it, 11-25 for 92, but the confidence that he got from the get-go, those quick hitters to Tim Friel, how did that help his game, especially rushing-wise today? He goes 15 for 89 and 2 scores.
Yeah, I mean, they were loading the box. They they were trying to stop our run. So what we did was kind of loosen the box. That's what they gave us. That's what we did. I'm sitting there preaching all the time that we're going to establish the run, but we're not going to be idiots. If they're going to put 8 in the box, we're going to take what they give us, and we did that, and it loosened them up, and then it just their linebackers key the guards crazy, and we did a lot of even just stupid pulls. It wasn't to pull nobody, it was to make the linebacker go the opposite way, and it opened up some huge holes for Trey, Nick, and Luke, and I know they think they got the best running back in the country, but we got the best running backfield in the country. If we ran one, we'd have the best back in the country, and I think we showed that our running backs are better than what they got.
2 responses really stand out in this ball game. First half, you go to punt, muff punt. 2 plays later after you recover, you get the score, and then sudden change. Patriots had trailed the entire ball game. They block the punt. They get the score. Your next offensive snap, Traylon Shepard goes 79 yards to the house. How proud of you were from your response of your team in those 2 scenarios where things weren't going all that great, but they certainly changed it in a hurry.
And all it is I told them at halftime, we got a 30-minute battle. It's excuse my language, but I told them we got 30 minutes of hell. You got to leave it out there, and that's. If we block our assignments, every play you run is designed to do what that one did. And, it did work, and I am proud just because, anybody that's probably watching the game probably was like, oh, here it goes again. But no, not this team. We got a lot of high-character kids that want to do well, and we just we can't turn the ball over. We didn't. We can't beat ourselves with penalties. We tried to, but we didn't. And I think they did, and that's the difference of the ball game.
At times, Derek Taylor looked like a center fielder out there today. Just kind of knew exactly where the ball was going. How big of a addition has that been to your team there in the back end of the secondary?
He's a quality football player, and having him there and having Trevor that kind of comes in as an old school strong safety that's more the run support guy. But Derek can do that too. But Derek is he's a player, and you want players make plays, and our players. That's all I told them at halftime too. Players make plays, make the play when it's your chance, and that's, he wasn't the only guy on defense. We had a lot of guys step up, and holding their rushing. I don't know what they had that running back had, but he's the 5th leading rusher in the country, and I believe we held him to under 100 yards. I don't have a clue, but I'm just assuming that, and that's what I'm gonna live with. But I'm proud to death of that because they took it personal. That's we're not going to let that guy run loose on us, and he has run loose on everybody. So, I'm just tremendously proud of Tori and Brad and Matt. They did a tremendous job on defense and getting our guys ready. And and they left no doubt on the field. They left it all out there, and that's all you ask them to do. Just go play.
Final outcome, weather, homecoming. I mean, just a beautiful day for any Phoenix fan, alumni, player, student, you name it.
And that's what means the most to me is the alumni that come back, because that's the most important thing to me. The alumni that come back, that we showed them that we're taking care of what they built. And so, that makes you really, really proud, because you want to do well for the alumni, because, they come here and just hoping that these guys are giving everything that they got. And I think they got to see that tonight. It can't be great to be a Phoenix on a Saturday night.
There you go. Another tough one next week, and you get ready to go on the road. Haven't been on the road in over a month. Travel to Georgetown. They have a big win over Bethel today. And I guess kind of getting ready for this road stretch where you go four in a row on the road.
It's going to be, it's going to be a challenge. We got to play. As we go in here, we're playing 3 out of the 4 teams we're playing right now. Well, let me make that 4 out of the 5 teams we just are playing right here are ranked in the top 25. We can define our season.
I said it's playing in the Mid-South Conference, right?
But that's playing in the Mid-South Conference, and we're not going to lay down for anybody. They're going to know when they leave the field that they played Cumberland University.
Coach, congratulations on the outcome today, and look forward to this road trip starting with Georgetown next Saturday.
Thank you.
All right, that's head coach Tim Mathis with us here on the Cumberland Sports Network. Let's step aside 2 minutes before we get back. Final scores in the conference as well as our final stats as well. Here today at Noakes Lassiter Field, it's the Cumberland Phoenix defeating the University of the Cumberlands Patriots, 23rd ranked team in the NAIA, a final score of 21-17. 3-minute timeout, and we'll be back to wrap it up here on the Cumberland Sports Network.